Hello everyone, we are on a fun little family adventure today. My wife Cassie and our dog Bowser are with me today. It's quarantine season. We are not really allowed to go anywhere, but we are going on an overnight camping trip tonight. I live in Idaho, and in the state of Idaho there's a statewide governor issued stay-at-home order, but there are provisions in there for getting out and exercising and getting outdoors. As long as you're close to home, then it's not really an issue. And so today we're doing a close to home coronavirus camping adventure. We are currently not quite hiking up a mountain, we're hiking up a mountainside, but the goal isn't to get to the top of a peak, just to get to the top of a ridge. We're really close to home. This trailhead is super close to where we live, and so we just wanted to get out and get some nice views of the surrounding mountains. It's a beautiful day. Cassie and Bowser are joining me for this leg of the adventure, but they will not be camping with me tonight. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later on here, but for now, let's just enjoy the view. This is where we're going. We're going up just up this kind of broad ridge behind me here, up to a viewpoint. We made it up to the top here. Took about, 45 minutes or an hour. And it's just a really beautiful spot. You can see this mountain, all these mountains behind us here. This mountain behind us is called, I think, Indian Peak. And then there's the big one in this area is just out of frame. It's called Scout Mountain. But yeah, this is a nice hike. What'd you think?
I liked it. It was good. It didn't last forever, which was nice because I haven't been exercising at all in the winter, so this was good.
Yeah, it's been a long winter. It's really nice to be able to get out here and not have to be hiking in the snow. And I want to clear some things up as long as I have Cassie here. I get a lot of comments requesting more Cassie. Where is Cassie? Why isn't she in more videos? And also, why doesn't she speak more in videos? Why isn't she more in the videos that she's in? And so Bowser just put this on my hand. So I wanted to answer those while I have her captive here. So Cassie, why aren't you in more videos? The people want more of you. Why aren't you in more videos?
Well, for a long time, I was a teacher. And that's not a job that you just request off whenever you want. That's a job that you have to stay committed to, and I was. And I wasn't going to leave my students just to be hiking a mountain and sleeping in a car.
The short answer is that she has a real job. That's why she can't come on more trips with me.
But for Tristan, this is his job. So he is camping and hiking and doing all these trips a lot more than an average person like me would, even if it was the summer and I wasn't working at all. He's still going on more, even more in the summer, because the weather's perfect for all his trips that he wants to go on.
Yeah, so she does come with me on trips in the summer and other times when she's not working, but again, this is my job, and so I have to go, and I want to go, but I have to go even when she can't go. So that's why she's not in more videos. And then when you are in the videos, why don't you talk more?
When Tristan plans these trips, he does his research, and when he makes these videos, he is very informative about and describing the trip that he's on and the places that he goes to, and I don't do any of that, so I have nothing much to contribute besides the few comments here and there. And
so I get comments that are like, let Cassie speak more, why don't you let her speak more? It's like I'm some sort of horrible misogynistic pig husband that doesn't let my wife talk, but she just She's in the videos as much as she wants to be in the videos. It's not my fault, don't blame me. Anyway, we're just enjoying the view up here. Beautiful views. It's nice weather. It's relatively warm, but a little bit windy. A little bit too windy, but it's still nice. So once we're done with this, we'll head back down and I'm gonna drop Cassie back off at the house. She's got some stuff to do today and I've got a trip to go on. I'm going camping, so we'll go to that point. All right, we're back home, dropping off Cassie's car, gonna pick up my car now, and there's some guinea hens that we have in the yard here, some guinea fowl. I'll show you some video I just took of one of them. And you can hear them over here. I also wanted to show you that we got Cassie a bike, and I'm going to be getting a bike here pretty soon. Let me know if you want me to go on some bike camping adventures. Bike touring or some bike packing this summer would be a lot of fun. So we are going to hopefully get a bike for me sometime in the next couple months here. But let's go hit the road. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I've got everything. We've dropped Cassie off and Bowser, and we're just going to head off alone into the mountains now. Alright guys, we have found a campsite. I've been to this area before. I've fished the creek over here. I've never camped here before. I took note of this campsite for future reference, you know. But it's a beautiful area. It's a beautiful day. I can see mountains off this way, mountains off this way. This is the area I came from. Again, the mountains over there. And look at this beautiful little campsite. Gorgeous green grass. The creek is just right here. I'll show you that in a minute. Some more snowy mountains over this way. I'll fly the drone at some point to give us a more complete view of the area, but let's head on down to the creek. I'll show you that. Edge of it is just right by camp here. You can see some ice still. It's going to be a cold night tonight. It's going to be like 20 degrees. Little fire ring. And again, the creek over here. It kind of loops around the campsite a little bit. And then we've got some interesting looking cliffs on the mountain above here. I'm in a valley, a canyon, and down lower, the first couple miles of the canyon are private land, and then we hit a border, the BLM land border, and it was BLM land for a little bit, and then it was National Forest land. I'm on National Forest land right now. And I'm really hungry, I'm starving, so let's set up camp, and then I'll show you what I have for dinner here. All right, we're all set up here, and if you didn't know, I have a list of all the gear I use on my website at suvrving.com/gear, and the link is also in the description of every video I do. So let's take a look at the food that I've got, or at least some of it. Let's open up the fridge. This is my new fridge. I'll talk about this more in a future video. So basically today, I made some food at home to heat up or to prepare here at camp. So what we have is quesadillas. We're having quesadillas for dinner. I often have quesadillas for dinner on camping trips because they're very easy to make and require very little cleanup. So this is black bean, corn, and cheese in here with a little bit of cilantro and then taco seasoning. I'll put the recipe in the video description also, a link to the recipe. And I've got the tortillas and then some other snack food in here. All right, that looks good. Another tortilla on top. Put this back in the car, and we'll get this going on the stove here. There we go. I also don't think I brought a spatula, which would be handy to flip this thing over, but oh well. I do have a windscreen for the stove, but I'm a little bit too lazy right now to go grab it. This should be fine. Yep. All right, that looks pretty good. Nothing too fancy. Got the sour cream now that I'll add to it. So this recipe, again, was super easy. Basically, you just combine a bunch of ingredients. Yeah, that's really good. Wow, is that good. Just gonna sit here and enjoy this for a little bit. And then there's some stuff I want to chat with you about, so I'll see you then. I wanted to talk about the whole coronavirus thing really quick. Thankfully, Cassie and I are doing great. Our families are doing great. We, it hasn't been an issue for us really. I actually was planning on going to Yellowstone for opening week this year, which is usually like mid-April. Most of the park is closed for winter, and things start to open up again in April. And so I wanted to go there then because I've never been there then. But of course, most of the national parks are closed. Maybe all of them are closed by this point, but there's a lot of public land in Idaho that isn't a national park, that isn't closed right now. I can still do stuff. I mean, there's no one out here. I'm not interacting with anyone. For this trip, I didn't even have to go to a gas station to get more gas. Like, I'm not bothering anyone out here. No one's bothering me. I'm completely fine out here. Some of my grander plans and longer trips have been canceled or pushed back a little bit here. Not a big deal. There's still a lot of fun stuff within an hour or two of here that's just really beautiful and really interesting. And so it's April 14th right now, and you'll be seeing this a couple of weeks after today. Take what I say now with a grain of salt. Maybe the world is ending in 2 weeks. I don't know. Things can change, but as of now, we're doing fine, and I hope you guys are too, and that your life isn't being too interrupted here. Also, Cassie and I are getting ready to move here in a couple of weeks. Kind of a weird time to move, but your lease ends and you got to get out. You got to find a new place, and so we did. We're moving to a new city, and I'll talk more about that in a future video. All right, let's go fly the drone and hike up to those cliffs up there. I want to see if those cliffs are climbable. If I can rock climb on them in the future. So let's hike on up there. Whoa. Well, this rock here doesn't look all that great to climb. Looks very crumbly. Still kind of cool though. I think I'll try to scramble up to the top of it in a minute here, but I wanted to give you a look, see where I am. There are the mountains, some mountains out there. Try not to slide down the mountain here. There's my campsite. Just a beautiful area. Very nice, quiet and peaceful. Well, it is several hours later. It's about 10:30. I've never really filmed in this much darkness inside my car, so I don't know if this will turn out well, but I guess it's worth a shot. I wanted to talk about this thing. This thing is pretty handy. It is basically a bendy arm thing. with a clip or clamp on the end, and then a phone holder on the other end. I can clip it up here. This is my cargo hammock. I sell these in my store. And then I can, adjust this thing and have my phone here and just perfectly sit back and relax and watch whatever is on my phone and not have to hold it up. And basically that's it for tonight. So I will see you guys in the morning. Not sure if I'll sleep in, if I'm nice and cozy and warm, or if I'll wake up early and want to just get out of here, but I guess we'll find out together in the morning. See you then. Good morning, everyone. It's about 8:45. I've been up for about half an hour, just kind of laying here and listening to the creek, and it's been kind of snowing a little bit this morning, and I can see, looking out toward the valley I came from, it's really dark, pretty dark clouds, so I'm not going to stick around for too much longer, but I am going to have some breakfast here and make some tea. Alright, we've switched over to GoPro mode for some tea this morning. Got my most commonly used kitchen and cooking gear in this little cubby here. And I try to make a habit of not cooking in the car. It's just as a safety thing. But for boiling water, which takes just a few minutes, I'm okay doing it. And I've got both windows vented here, so I feel okay with doing it right now. Let's get the stove out. Gonna have some lemon ginger tea and then a fig bar for breakfast here. Not super hungry. Oh, that was a mistake. I'm still got a bit of a foggy brain this morning. I almost put the plastic mug straight on there. Alright, just gonna lean back and let that boil for however long it takes. So it's been about 5 minutes now, and the water is nice and hot. Also, I opened up the side door here for even more ventilation. Let's try to not get water everywhere. Perfect. Alright guys, I think that'll do it for this video. I'm just gonna chow down here and enjoy the last handful of minutes at camp before I head back and try to beat this bad weather that's moving in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. See ya.